Hi, Brian Clemens with Dynamax, here today to talk to you about some of the most common troubleshooting issues we see when customers take their vehicles out of storage and are ready for the camping season. We get calls over and over, a lot of repetitive calls about the same issues that are typically just a very minor setting change that you can do on your own. So I had engineering sort of set up this impromptu display area. I don't want to just tell you how to do something. I want to sort of explain why you do it, so that way next time maybe you can troubleshoot it on your own and save yourself a service visit. Now that we're zoomed in on this very sophisticated setup, I wanted to show you again, not just the how, but the why. This is a traditional H-style water heater bypass, and what this does is when you winterize the vehicle, it allows you to draw antifreeze in to the cold water side. This is shut off here to the water heater. The water then flows through this intersecting pipe, and then it goes back out the hot water. That allows you to winterize all of the water lines and bypass the water heater for two reasons. One, you don't want to put 6 or 10 gallons of antifreeze into this to winterize it, and two, you never really get all of the antifreeze out. The most common problem we see when someone can't get hot water, or let's say you say the water never gets more than lukewarm, it's because this is left open. So when you take the vehicle out of storage and you're ready to unwinterize, you open this valve so the water goes into the water heater, and you open this valve so that the hot water flows out of the water heater. What we see a lot of people do is they fail to close this valve, which allows the hot water and cold water to continue to mix, so you never get hot water. By closing this valve, you'll be able to now put it back into basically camping mode. Water comes in, water flows out, nothing connects. Now where you'll find this varies by floor plan, but you're looking at the back side of the water heater. So this would be the outside of the vehicle, and typically you'll either pull a drawer or an access panel to get access to this H bypass. This is the most common. We're also seeing a new one come about today that you may see. It eliminates this crossover, and it's what we call a U bypass. And so the cold water comes in, and then it continues on in a loop. There's a U right here, eliminates that. So what it does is the valve will shut off here, going into there, and let the water continue in that loop, and it will shut off here, going out of here, so the water just makes a continual loop. It's just a little different way that requires a few less parts, but this is the one you'll probably see most, and the other one is a little newer. You'll be seeing that coming to some of your products soon. If you're still getting lukewarm water, the other place to look is the outside shower. If you have something like this, or you have the one with the pause feature on the head, and you have both open, what will happen is the water can mix within the valves. So what you want to do is make sure that your outside shower is closed, that you've turned this off, and your outside shower is not on. That's another area to look for if you're getting lukewarm but not hot water. So let's say you have hot water, but you don't have hot water in the shower. So you've checked your water heater bypass, everything is good, but you're still not getting hot water at the shower. If you have a single lever faucet, there's a good chance that it's the mixing valve inside. You can pull off the handle, and there's a red disc inside with a plus and a minus on it, and you just turn that disc using a pair of needle nose pliers. The instructions will be in the manual, and that will allow you, if this is only turning to maybe 3/4 or half, it'll allow it to turn all the rest of the way to the hot. That should resolve any hot water issues you might have, or temperature issues, if you're just being affected in the shower. If you're running into low pressure issues, there are two common areas. One is going to be the pump or filter housing. A little harder to get to, so I wouldn't check there first, but the most common is going to be right here, the aerator in the faucet. So if you just turn this off, there's a little screen inside of here, and a lot of times this will get filled up with sawdust or debris on a brand new unit. Check here first if you've got erratic pressure or flow coming out of the faucet. That's the first way to look, and easy to get to. This pre-filter, or the screen for the water pump, is going to be right at the water pump, and you can just unscrew this and you clean out that filter that's in there. There's going to be a filter, and a lot of times you'll get debris in this filter, and that will stop the water from coming through. Another area of confusion or question is often how to winterize. And one of the things that we've done is we often offer up what's called a winterizing take-up tube. What this is it's basically just a flexible hose attached to a valve. So right here, this water line is pulling water from the freshwater tank. And by adding this valve, we change the take-up to this tube right here. So what you can do is you can put this tube into an antifreeze jug, turn on your water pump, and it will draw through this tube as if it were a fresh water tank, and it will distribute antifreeze throughout your motorhome. The other thing that's a really cool tip or trick for those people that like to boondock is you can also use this to put this into a 5-gallon jug of water or a secondary source, and allows you to pull from that water jug into your water system just like it were a fresh water tank. And again, when you're done using it, you just turn it back, and now it's pulling back from the fresh water tank. Brian with Dynamax, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'll be coming to you with tips and tricks like this in the future.